The starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At power forward, Derrick Jones Jr. At shooting guard, Andrew Nembhard. At the other forward position, Benedict Mathurin. At center, Miles Turner. At the other guard position, Tyrese Halliburton. The head coach of the visiting team is Rick Carlisle. Let's meet the starters for your New Orleans Pelicans. At center, 6'7", number 22, Larry Nance Jr. At guard, 6 foot, number 15, Jose Alvarado. At guard, 6'3", number 3, CJ At forward, 6'8", number 14, Brandon At forward, 6'7", number 1, Zion Williamson.
Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Derrick Jones is out there with Benedict Mathurin, and it's Turner in at the 5. And for New Orleans, on the perimeter, they'll go with McCollum and Ingram. Larry Nance is out there with Zion Williamson, and it's Alvarado in at the 1. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason. And it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Developing a more compact motion on his shot has improved Ingram's consistency from range.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Now Nembhard. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Willie Green for a minute. We talked about this matchup here tonight, specifically what his team wants to do against Miles Turner. Coach told me we need to push him out of the paint whenever we can and make him a jump shooter and live with those results. If we can do that, I think we'll be in great shape. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Jones with some nice D.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And the shot goes down.
Great body control allows Mathurin to finish through contact.
The Pelicans have gone 1 for 3 so far. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Now here's McCollum. Clock at 6. Outside for Ingram. Launches it. Kept alive. Nance. And Turner with the block.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Nance pulls down the board.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Williamson misses. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Nembhard with it, and it's Ingram picking him up. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And here are the Pelicans now. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Williamson. Over Jones. And again, New Orleans no good.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Can't lay it in off the lob. New Orleans in the lead. Ingram, the pass to Alvarado. Nance with it. Halliburton against McCollum. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Nance can't get it to go. Nembhard with it. McCollum covering. 11 feet out. No good. A bit long that time. Here's New Orleans now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And the basket by Halliburton.
Wherever he's gone, the shot has followed. Halliburton perfecting his craft in the mid-range.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
It's time for the dance cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what you gotta do. Show us your move. Let's see your best dance move. Next. Oh, looks like we have a dancer.
Daniels checked in for Alvarado. The Pacers also with a sub. Neesmith, he's checked in for Jones.
Substitution on the court.
McCollum outside. Nance the screen to end the drought. The rebound by Turner. Indiana leading. Pass to Nembhard. The three. Buries it from 3.
Well, that is about recognition right there from Tyrese Halliburton. He recognizes the overcommitment, makes the defense pay.
All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly, BA, got to be near the top of the list. Number one, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game. We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Williamson. Shoots over Neesmith. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Matherin.
2 minutes.
Halliburton outside. That three's off the mark.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
McCollum, a pass to Daniels. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Let's get all your attention right there on center court. Here they come, the Pelicans Hype Squad. And now, fans, on the court right now, your Hype Squad. We got the free t-shirts on the way. Get on your feet and let me know you need one.
For New Orleans, Olynyk comes in for Nance. And Herbert Jones is subbed in for Williamson. McConnell outside. Up top, Neesmith, covered by Ingram. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
And he makes the first. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently, they have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Good on both. 1:25 left in the first quarter here. Daniels passes to Olynyk. On the wing, Jones. Defended by Jones. Jones against Jones. Shot clock at 5. Shot's good by McCollum.
What a tricky shot. CJ, he's showing off now.
And here's McConnell. Up top, Smith. Guarded by Olynyk. Matherin. Another shot. And scoring with a play inside is Smith.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Outside Ingram. 34 seconds left in the first. Daniels misses. Indiana leading by 4. McConnell outside. Pass to Matherin. Now Neesmith. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Ingram with the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Ingram's got 5.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Here's McConnell. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Indiana ahead, leading by 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So it's the Pacers now. 4-point game. Coming into this, having knots to win against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, they eke that one out. I mean, the execution was spotty, but they were lucky to come away with the win.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
Herb Jones out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Daniels in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's McConnell. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Alvarado's checked in for New Orleans. And the Pacers also making a change. Brown, he's checked in for Shepherd. Now here's Brown. To the paint. Here's Smith. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And the Pacers lead by 9.
That's what you call playing with passion and getting after it, Jalen Smith.
Pass to Daniels. Smith against Olynyk. That one no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
McConnell finds Smith. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And again, New Orleans no good. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. After this one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Pelicans trail by 11. McCollum looks around. To stop the run. Indiana with a rebound. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Put your hands together and show some love. That was your Pelican Breaker.
making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton comes in for Brown. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Turner against Olynyk. Pass to Jones. 5 on the clock. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's Kelly Olynyk with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's a foul he's wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
Williamson's checked in for New Orleans.
Number 1, Zion Williamson.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Pick by Smith. Here's Halliburton. Jones grabs the board.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's McCollum, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
But to me, BA, so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about. If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
No good on that one. Doris, you look at the youth on this Pacers roster. Plenty of upside moving forward.
Oh, BA, there is no doubt. One of the strengths of this team is the chemistry of the young pieces you just referenced. And remember, this group plays a unique style, the fastest pace in the league, one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. A ton of fun to watch this Pacers roster play together.
He hits the second from the line. One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, BA, how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
Now here's Halliburton. Turner in the high post. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Williamson's got 4 rebounds now. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Ingram's got 8.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Halliburton. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Alvarado, the pass to Williamson. Outside Ingram. Here's the 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
in for McCollum. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. Number 1, the Pacers.
Tremendous efficiency on offense. They were willing to put in their work to get great looks.
And here's Indiana now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton from the high post, and he drops that one in. Halliburton's got 8.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Now here's Halliburton. Give him 8. Look at Halliburton converting through contact.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Pass to Jones. Jones with a screen on Mathurin. And that one's good. Ingram.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
Nembhard outside. Outside Mathurin from the arc. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Ingram up top. Fires at the elbow. Rebounded by Halliburton. Pacers leading by 8. Here's Mathurin. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Ingram with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Halliburton with some nice D. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton outside. Outside Jones. Let's go with a 3. And Halliburton, the bucket on the assist from Jones. Halliburton's got 9 points now in the quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Jones. To the inside. Here's Williamson. That shot missing. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Halliburton outside. With 2 seconds left. Doesn't go for him.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And the first half now in the books. Indiana ahead. They're up by 11. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots. We moved the ball well at times. We've got to be careful about having the ball stick when they're doing their switching.
Good luck with the ball movement in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Taking a look at the Pelicans, they're letting the losses stack up. It can dim your confidence and your playoff chances. They need to make some changes, maybe in their lineup, maybe shot selection, something.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Pelicans.
As poorly as they've shot the ball, they're lucky to be within striking distance.
And give credit to the defense on the other side. Those guys have been getting after it.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Tyrese Haliburton has been sensational.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Indiana looking at who they've got. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Derek Jones is out there with Miles Turner, and it's Haliburton in at the point. Pass to Turner, and then Turner with the dunk.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that defense.
Yeah, and I can't help but remember Tyrese Haliburton in the 2024 All-Star game. A spectacular performance from him in that one. And the icing on the cake, him dropping the shot that took the East point total to over 200 points.
And it's Mathurin missing. Pelicans trail by 13. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. An open look for Ingram. The rebound by Turner. Well, the Pacers shooting a solid 47%. Nembhard, the pass to Haliburton. Now Mathurin, covered by Ingram. Turner, a screen on Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. Mathurin against Ingram. Outside for Haliburton. The body control of Haliburton. Tough.
Tyrese Haliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. The definition of a stretch five, Doris. Miles Turner. He's led the league in blocks, and he can hit a three.
It's such a valuable asset for this basketball team. When Turner is on the floor, you've got to be aware of where he is in range. And then Miles is going to protect the rim with the absolute best of them.
Get ready, everybody. You're going to see yourself on the screen, and you got to show us your best move. Let's go. Let's see how you move it. Oh, no. Keep on dancing, baby.
And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Tyrese Haliburton on top.
It was a virtuoso performance. They ran the offense through him time and time again.
Outside Ingram. From downtown. And again, New Orleans no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Mathurin. Haliburton with the ball. He's got 15. 6 to shoot. Turner inside. He's against Williamson. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pelicans. And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. They're scoreless since the first half. To snap the cold streak. Alvarado outside. With a 9-footer. That one's good for 2. McCollum's gotten a second bucket on the night.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Attention, everybody in the building, on your feet. Here comes your Pelicans Hype Squad. Attention fans, now on the court is your Hype Squad. Get that. Who wants a t-shirt?
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Nembhard outside. Outside Jones. Three-pointer Mathurin. And Indiana misses again.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, B.A., because whenever he's out there, there's the steadying presence he brings. And that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute.
The first one falls. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Pelicans trail by 14. McCollum on the left side. Stolen by Jones. Now here's Nembhard. Covered by Ingram. Some solid defense from Ingram. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Now McCollum. He's got 5. Down low. Here's Williamson. The Pacers pull it in. Jones has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
And the upcoming schedule for Indiana. On Monday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And you know, for that matchup with the Knicks, that'll be game number 10 for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things should be a fun one.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. The Pelicans making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. McConnell's checked in. That one misses. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Daniels. Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple. Daniels has got 5.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
McConnell passes to Jones. Now here's Nembhard. Tight defense on him. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And here's Ingram outside. Indiana with a rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Nembhard with it, working on Nance. Here's Mathurin. Nails the wide open jumper. And the Pacers lead by 16.
Yeah, tricky move by Mathurin, showing us how effectively he can run the pick and roll.
Ingram, the pass to Daniels. To the middle. Here's Williamson. Offensive rebound. McCollum outside. Offline with a 3.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Pass to Turner, and here's Jones. A minute 42 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McConnell. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Pacers ball.
All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. In the third spot, the Pelicans.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
New Orleans making some changes. Olynyk checked in for Nance, and it's Jones in for Ingram. Smith, he's checked in for Indiana. Nesmith comes in for Nembhard. McConnell outside. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
First personal foul. First team foul.
All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Indiana.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Jones hits them both. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Smith outside. Pass to Mathurin. Oh, they get a hand on it. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. Marshall, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Wiseman, he's checked in for Indiana. Here's Nesmith. He's got 7. 5 to shoot. McConnell from outside. Jones grabs the board.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
At the line for 2, Herbert Jones.
That's good from Jones. Tice checked in for Wiseman. Jones hits them both. There's 39 seconds left to play in the 3rd. McConnell outside. And out of bounds, the Pelicans will take it. Alvarado's checked in for Marshall. And the Pacers also making a change. Jackson, he's checked in for Tice. .30 seconds left in the 3rd. McCollum finds Olynyk. Alvarado outside. Here's Daniels. Nesmith covering. McCollum outside. Jones with a screen on Walker. There's McCollum with the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter. McConnell outside. Pass to Jackson. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. And so it's Indiana with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Herb Jones. Then there's Jose Alvarado. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5. Pacers leading by 9. Now here's McConnell. Pass to Nesmith. Shoots. Rebounded by Daniels. The Pelicans shooting just around 32% from the field. Outside Olynyk. Jones sets a screen. Inside. Alvarado outside. Here's Daniels. Outside Ingram. Clock at 6. Pass to Jones. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the trifecta.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now here's Nesmith. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time.
3 points.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Pass to Daniels. Ingram against Walker. And that one's good. Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Here they are. Let's get it up, fans. It's your Pelicans Breaker.
Pacers making a switch here. Hall's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. McConnell passes to Nesmith. Smith with a screen on Ingram. Back to Smith. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Well, you need your big to set good screen and be able to get out of it and get a basket. Nicely done.
Outside Ingram. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Smith. Smith with a screen on Ingram. Here's Nesmith, and it's Kelly Olynyk with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. For New Orleans, Nance, he's checked in for Olynyk. Zion Williamson comes in for Brandon Ingram, and it's McCollum in for Daniels. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Turner, he's checked in for Smith. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. Nembhard, he's checked in for Walker. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell. Here's Nembhard. Indiana again missing.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Takes a step back. Outside Jones. Back to Williamson. Outside Jones. 5 on the clock. McCollum's shot is off. Indiana leading by 9. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Over Jones. And Halliburton, the bucket on the assist by Mathurin.
Tyrese Halliburton has already proven to be a very capable three-level scorer. What a fun player to watch.
Jones, the pass to McCollum. Oh, and Turner with a block. Halliburton surveys the floor. For 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jones has got 5 rebounds tonight. Tries to break his ice. And McCollum slams it in.
And he's not the tallest player on the court, but McCollum uses his quick burst to finish above the rim.
Now here's Halliburton. Alvarado defending. Halliburton misses. Pelicans trail by 9. Pass to Williamson. Nance with it. Now here's McCollum. Launches a 3. Mathurin with a rebound.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Here's Hall, covered by Williamson. Here's Halliburton. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. McCollum outside. The shot from 20 feet out. McCollum with another miss. Pacers leading by 9. And here's Nembhard. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
Well, you have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. switch here. Ingram's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Jones is checked in.
For your Pelicans, make some noise.
Here's Ingram. Low block shot. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton has demonstrated terrific improvement running the offense, especially with how he moves the basketball.
Now here's Ingram. A minute 31 left in the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Benedict Mathurin picks one up.
Yeah, nice fake by Ingram, setting the defender up to fail.
Ingram taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram doesn't get enough credit for his growth as a free throw shooter. He shot below 70% from the line in his first 3 seasons, but since then, he hasn't dipped below 80.
Both good from the line that time. And it's the Pacers with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Mathurin. Halliburton outside. Shot is up. And it's Indiana scoring again.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Pacers.
Check out their assist numbers.